Hello, happy Monday. I'm feeling streamish, so here we go. Let me check something. Da 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 da. Da da. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope you are having okay. I had a great morning. I went hiking. I got a good video. I tried a live stream from where I was hiking today, but the signal was iffy. I actually need to rewatch, that stream. It's only 12 and a half minutes, so it's not very long. But I need to see. I might not keep it up on the channel. But anyway, all right. So, hope you had a great weekend. I worked yesterday, so there was no trick-or-treatish. Trick-or-treating for me. I did stop by the store and grab a treat to enjoy. Probably enjoy that today since I'm off. But it's November the 1st. Happy November. And I have switched my calendars. All 1, 2, 3 of my calendars are on November now. Usually it takes me 3 or 4 days to flip the calendars after it hits in the new month. But yes. So with it being November and with the weather being a lot better, a lot nicer, more conducive to a pleasant visit out in nature, over the next, we're going to say at least 5 months through like March and probably most of April, I'm going to be doing regular hiking videos or regular hiking and pretty regular hiking videos. Maybe not any videos, maybe not a ton of actual like edited stuff during December, because I'm going to be doing a countdown to Christmas series where I do daily uploads. It's referred to as a lot of people refer to it as Vlogmas. I don't really care for that term a lot, so I'm just calling it my countdown to Christmas series. And it's going to be, I bought 2 books that I thought looked really interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and share those with you. So the first one I am not using for the countdown series, but I got it anyway. Stories Behind the Great Traditions of Christmas. And this talks about, well, it's what it says, the stories behind all the great traditions of Christmas, such as gifts, wreaths, stockings, carols, mistletoe, etc. They've got about um, the Advent, the angels, birthday cake for Jesus, Handel's Messiah, movies of Christmas, nativity scenes, Christmas pageants, Santa Claus, the 12 days of Christmas, stockings. Really um, a fun read through. But I decided, because I also got this book, Stories Behind the Best Loved Songs of Christmas. So I decided that I would do this instead. This is, let me just read a little bit of the back to kind of give you a overview of what's going to be. So, behind the Christmas songs we love to sing lie fascinating stories that will enrich your holiday celebration, taking you inside the nativity of over 30 favorite songs and carols. Ace Collins, who is the author right here, introduces you to people you've never met, stories you've never heard, and meanings you'd never have imagined. So you'll step inside the life of Mark Lowry and find out how he came to pen the words to the contemporary classic Mary Did You Know? Still other songs, such as O Come, Emmanuel, trace back to mysterious origins to ninth century monks, nameless clergy, and unknown commoners of ages past, joining hands with such modern favorites as White Christmas and the Christmas Song. They are part of the legacy of inspiration, faith, tears, love, and spiritual joy that is Christmas. From the rollicking appeal of Jingle Bells to the tranquil beauty of Silent Night, the great songs of Christmas contain messages of peace, hope, and truth. Each in its own way expresses a facet of God's heart and celebrates the birth of his greatest gift to the world, Jesus, the most wonderful Christmas song of all. So I'm doing this year, and it's 31 songs, which means I am there's 31 songs that are covered here. And only one of them I am totally unfamiliar with, called There's a Song in the Air, and I will be checking that out as I do these videos and getting familiar with it. But all the other songs on here it is primarily the Christmas carols, traditional Christmas carols. There is the Mary Did You Know, which is a more contemporary song, and actually that's probably the most contemporary one on here. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing these. I will be pre-recording the majority of these. I have decided, though, the Mondays, I will be doing this live instead of I'm Feeling Streamish. So this show will be going away for December. Starting in the new year, I'll be back on Monday afternoons. But Monday afternoons, or Monday, it might be in the morning actually, I'm going to be doing this live. I don't know the time. It might be 10 o'clock. It might be 9. So Yes. So, and I'm calling the countdown. Hold on. I'm going to show you the thumbnail. Because I have created the thumbnail. It will be the same for all the videos. Okay, this is here we go. This is the thumbnail for all of the, for all the videos. The stories behind Christmas. Countdown to Christmas 2021. And I kind of changed it from the name of the book because I'm going to use this title next year, and it'll be Countdown to Christmas 2022. And because of the other book, there's only 26. So, yeah. So, because there's 31 things. The countdown is actually going to start on Thanksgiving night. I had originally planned to do Once Upon a Turkey Leg on Thanksgiving night, and I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to have 2 short streams that night. Around, I'm going to say 10, I'm going to be doing 10 o'clock. I'm going to be doing Once Upon a Turkey Leg, and then I'll either go live again right after that, around 10:30, or I will just make live the first video. So I've not decided how I'm going to do that, but the first video will be up Thanksgiving night, and then going forward, starting even the next morning, there will be a video in the morning around 10. It will be live. Or maybe 9:30, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's one of my plans for that. So there'll be more to come as far as that. I'm really excited to do a countdown to Christmas here on YouTube. I did it on my podcast, The Dean Report. I did it last year or the year before. I did where I read a chapter out of the Gospel of Luke in the Bible. It was a chapter a day. Actually, the phrase I used, the catchphrase I had was reading a chapter a day, reading our way to Christmas Day, or something like that. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I think I took those episodes down off the channel, thinking that I would probably be doing that again on the podcast. But since I'm doing this on YouTube, I will not be doing, that kind of reading, that kind of, day by day thing on the podcast channel. So that's not going to happen. Speaking of Once Upon a Turkey Leg, on Thanksgiving night, I'm also going to be starting to read Christmas stories. That'll be the first Christmas story of the season. And so there's Thanksgiving night, 1, 2, 3, 4 Thursdays that there will be, 5. There's going to be 5 Once Upon a Turkey Legs that will have Christmas stories. There might be one I can read the next week that'll be more about ringing in the new year, but there'll be at least the 5 Thanksgiving night, and then the 23rd of December will be that that Thursday, and that might actually be a pre-recorded version of the show. But I'm really excited because not only do I have a huge library of the the stories um, in the Disney collection books that I did that are the several stories in one volume. I have been expanding my ownership of the of little golden books. So I'd like to show them to you really quickly. So I look forward to in the future weeks, sometime maybe in the next couple of weeks before we get to Christmas, but maybe not. Who knows? Um, Here is the Sword in the Stone. We have a Sorcerer's Apprentice. We have Bambi. Let me look at my lighting. I need to be a little brighter. Okay. So that was, yeah. And then we've got the Jungle Book. And I'm really happy I got this one because they did not have the Jungle Book in the other stories that I had, the other books that I had. Then we have the Jungle Cruise, which is this is a fairly recent release that I'll be excited to read. Another fun one is Pete's Dragon. So, hey, Mike, welcome in. We're talking about some of the little golden books that I've been collecting for my Once Upon a Turkey Leg streams on Thursdays. So then we've got Mary Poppins. And then this was a fun one, which will be interesting to do. It's kind of interesting that they got this one. If for a kind of kidify it. So this is Jurassic Park. That'll be a fun read. Then we have Finding Nemo. And then we have Walt Disney's Three Little Pigs. And then we have Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland. So those on top of all my other stories. So The Sword in the Stone, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Bambi, The Jungle Book, Jungle Cruise, Pete's Dragon, Mary Poppins, Jurassic Park, Finding Nemo, Three Little Pigs, and Alice in Wonderland. So that is 10 stories, 11, I think it's 11. It's 11 new stories I have added to my arsenal of stories. So looking forward to adding those to Once Upon a Turkey Leg. Speaking of Once Upon a Turkey Leg, I have updated my my podcast. My podcast channel, Stories with Dean, was kind of dormant actually since last December. I had wanted to read, well, the kinds of stories that I've been doing on my YouTube streams on Thursday nights, with the bedtime stories, that kind of stories, more children's stories. And even though it was a podcast and you couldn't really see the pictures, still it's enjoyable to just listen to the stories. And so I had a few stories on the podcast channel, and then I dropped it. Well, I have rebooted that channel, and it is retitled to be Once Upon a Turkey Leg. So Once Upon a Turkey Leg is going to be both Thursday night YouTube show and a podcast channel. So Once Upon a Turkey Leg is currently primarily on Spotify, as well as the Castbox that I use to record it on. And so I haven't done a ton of looking at sending it out to other platforms. I will probably do a couple more platforms. I'm thinking Amazon Music, as well as the TuneIn app, possibly. I'm not sure what else. Probably just a couple more platforms than what it's on. But I'm excited to getting that going and making that channel a little more alive in the coming weeks. So I recorded It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, last week as kind of the kickoff to the new podcast, their new the new version of the podcast channel. So that's up there, as well as the other stories that I had up there before. And then every week will be a story for probably the next couple of weeks, is going to be at least through Thanksgiving, and possibly the next week, the next Thursday. Thursday is when I'm going to do the podcast channel, the podcast episode for Once Upon a Turkey Leg, as well as the stream. So I'll record the podcast during the day, and then at night I will read. It may or may not be the same story, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm kind of working through that, but it's pretty much ready to go. Yeah. So anyway, I did go hiking today, and I have video that I'm going to be putting together, editing together. It was really nice this morning. It was nice and cool, which I loved. I didn't really get too hot, although I ended up, feeling hot by the time I got back to the truck. But it wasn't a bad hike at all. So I'm looking forward to putting that together this afternoon. And yeah. So anyway, I didn't have much else that I wanted to really talk about. It was really just this stream was really for announcing the things. My Christmas countdown series that I'm doing. Talked about that. My new the Once Upon a Turkey Leg is a podcast now. The stories, the new golden books that I've got for the stories. My hiking video is going to be up later. Probably in the morning is when it'll, I'll probably set it as a premiere around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that'll be up tomorrow. But yeah. So, anyway, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream short. I enjoyed coming live today, and I've got some things to do, and yeah, I've got some cleaning I want to get on this afternoon. Oh, the other announcement, while I'm announcing stuff, is I am going to be doing here in the little town of Oviedo. Not only do we have George the Rooster that comes around our neighborhood every so often, but we've got a bunch of other chickens that hang around in the town. And I'm going to be going on a little adventure one day and doing a little, I guess it's going to be a vlog. I have to get used to saying that because that's literally what I would be doing, of looking at some other places in Oviedo, if I can find them, of other places in Oviedo where the chickens hang out. So that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the recording over the next, couple of weeks. I've been waiting till the weather did get nicer here because it involves a walking and kind of hiking around some of the places around town. So I'll be looking forward to sharing that with you all. So anyway, yeah, it's a nice collection, Mike. And I want to get, I have got a couple more that are actually pre-buys that won't be coming until early January. So I'm not going to share what those are until I get them. But anyway. But yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I hope you all have Mike, I hope you have a great day. Anyone else watching the replay, have a gobbletastic day. I'll be back Thursday night at 10:30 for another Once Upon a Turkey Leg and a bedtime story. So anyway, take care, and I'll see you next time.